So, how is my life post, I would say post self love journey, but we know there is no post self love journey. We know that that is a consistent thing that takes place forever and ever. But let's say post book, I would say that my life is really fantastic. I would say that all the pain was worth it, absolutely 100%, hands down. And I would say that I am very, very happy with the choices that I made. And I am also very excited about continuing to peel back the layers of everything in my life and see what's there waiting for me. I would also like to talk with you about I guess I titled this The Real Secret to Your Self Love Journey, or to building a beautiful relationship with yourself. And truly, it's all in the book. I lived everything in the book. There's nothing I put in the book that I didn't experience myself and that it did not lead me to exactly where I am right now, sitting in this chair talking with you. But I felt like I could kind of bring a few things together a little bit more succinctly that might help you a little bit, might help you wrap your brain around a few things a little quicker, a little easier. And I like to call that the three C's. So there really were, when I look back through a little bit of hindsight, these three things really pulled together, sort of encapsulate and encompass my entire journey. These are the three things that really got me where I am right now, and that is consistency, curiosity, and compassion. The first one, consistency, I don't know how I had it in me, I'll be honest with you, but I was so consistent in my journey. I was so consistent in wanting to move to the next step. I was consistent in my dedication and my loyalty to this journey. Now, listen, I can barely be consistent in cleaning my house once a week. So I don't know where it came from. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. But somehow, somewhere inside of me, I found that continued dedication to moving forward in my life. And boy, did it serve me very, very well. The second one, curiosity, sort of came with the consistency. I think that I continued to be so curious, and that is what kept me consistent. And truth be told, true story. If you're ever in a place of fear, or you're ever in a place of anxiety, you're ever in a place of stress, you're ever in a place of negative feeling, do yourself a favor and just try to replace it with curiosity and see what happens. I'm telling you, these things, the fear, the stress, the anxiety, they can't live in the same place where curiosity lives. So I was always curious what the next book had to say. I was always curious about the next conversation that I had that helped me to work through things. I was always curious about what this new podcaster had to say. And it kept leading me one more step closer and closer and closer to figuring things out. And being curious, that has been my natural state for most of my life, and it has served me very well. So anytime you can be in a state of curiosity, it's going to serve you well. The last one is actually the last component that took me the absolute most longest to get in line with, and that is compassion. And that's not compassion for other people, it was compassion for myself. I, probably just like you, find it very easy to be compassionate towards other people. When I saw people being awful to themselves or being awful to other people, it's like I stepped in. It was like something clicked. It was like, oh, my heart broke for the heartbreak of the other person. But I didn't realize that I wasn't giving myself that very same thing. And when you're looking for somebody else to give you something that you can't give yourself, it never quite satiates you. And when you are in a consistent state of self compassion, you will constantly be in a state of growing and learning and in a state of love. When you are your when you are your worst critic, which I know is probably most of the time, again, do yourself a favor and just flip into compassion. When you are saying negative things to yourself, or you're thinking that things aren't so good, or you just made a mistake, flip that around and tell yourself something nice. Tell yourself something nice about yourself. Give yourself the support that you give everybody else, and give yourself the support that you need, that you really can only get fully and completely from yourself. And if you're curious about that, then make sure that you download the self compassion meditation, because there is an exercise in there that I walk you through that helps you get into that place of self compassion. So, consistency, curiosity, and compassion. If you can work on these three things, little bits at a time, you are going to consistently move yourself a tick forward in your journey. And I promise you that it will be worth your time, because you're worth it. And you know that. So repeat: I am worth it. I am worth it. I am worth it.